Uh-oh.
Hello, everyone. We're live, coming on a minute or so early so we can let everyone start to log on. Welcome to T4 Survival Live on Sunday night. I got to get back into playing that intro music. Remember that music I played?
Yeah. That was good stuff.
That was really good stuff.
A good intro video.
Mother's Day edition.
Now, what would be the song for the Mother's Day edition?
I'm not even going there.
By Danzig. Mother.
There you go.
I like it. Hello, everyone. I see a few eyeballs coming on our social media channels. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Sunday night, 7 p.m. We're going to give everyone a couple minutes to get logged on here to join us.
Thanks, Scott. I have it stuck in my head now.
Well, we were just thinking what would be the perfect intro song for our live for Mother's Day. So if you're popping on this live, you're watching us now, type in the comments wherever you are on YouTube or our Facebook channels and let us know what you would recommend for a good song for us to play on Mother's Day. And I'm the only one wearing a hat. Thank you. There we go.
This was a gift from my mother once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Nice.
Scott.
I said today, you are not outdoing me, Jamie. I am going to have a hat more obnoxious than yours.
You look like a Bobby. You look like a Bob.
I'm not even going to try and do the accent. I start sounding like I'm confused and I'm Irish or something really weird and not going
Bobby.
Well.
Actually, you know what's funny? I put this on when I'm keeping this stored. I put it on top of Bob.
Mm-hmm.
And, I scared the heck out of the boys. One of them went in my room and went, "What the hell is that?"
I would like to see you accomplish the accent, though.
Nope.
Hello, everyone. I see more and more people hopping on our social media channels. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. We're passing some time here discussing about songs that would make a good intro for Mother's Day. So if you have a recommendation for us, Scott, I think, came up with one of the best ideas, Danzig and Mother. And want to give us a little a line there for her? Come on.
Mother.
That's it.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
Do you want to bang heads with me? I don't know. Something like that.
Something like that.
It's a good song. You should look it up.
Absolutely.
All right.
So welcome, everyone. T4 Survival Live on a Sunday night. I hope everyone is well wherever you are logging into around the world and you are safe and healthy as we're going through COVID-19. I'm up in Maine. Had a beautiful day, about 45 degrees. Not much sun. Yesterday we got about 6 inches of snow, but the good news is that overnight it warmed up a little bit. Today was warm, so it's pretty much all melted. Tell me about the weather report in Connecticut. What'd you guys get?
Flurry.
It was supposed to be 60 degrees today. I'm not sure if it was 60.
Yesterday
it was chilly.
Huh.
It was chilly this morning.
So, guys, we're going to talk a little bit today about a few things. First off, we want to talk about the seminars. This past week, we had our home invasion online workshop, which I think was outstanding. I had really great feedback from everyone that attended the online workshop. What's up with the hats off?
Every time I try
you bailed on
me. This seems like an electric blanket.
I cannot wear this the whole time. This is ridiculous.
Wow. If you guys think Mike should continue to wear the hat the whole time, put it in the comments. I think he should wear it the whole time. But
I don't know. You know, here we go.
Lee said, "Where's Michael's hat?" I agree with you. Come on, go for it.
You would have got on if you would have got on earlier. You would have seen it.
Number 175, the legend from Joel. Well, guys, I think you should have the hat on too, Scott. You got to play here. Got to play fair.
No, guys, no, Katie, I'm not wearing the
hat. Everyone thinks everyone should keep the hats on. So, guys, we had the home invasion seminar this past weekend, the online workshop. We used our new video platform. Mike, I don't know what you think, but I think it went outstanding because I think the video capability, the way we were able to go through the slides, the interactivity from everyone that was online with us and discussing the topics we went over was outstanding. And the feedback I got was great. What do you think, Mike?
I think it went well. It was good. We had a lot of great conversation, a lot of good input and questions and interaction with people watching.
Yeah.
You know, I think I always feel like I talk too much, but we were getting some good back and forth, which was good.
That's the main thing that I like to emphasize with all of our seminars is the interaction part. Because if you're just coming in and attending even a class with us or attending a seminar and we're just barking stuff at you and just putting it all out in information, and we don't have that question answer, that banter back and forth, you're not really getting everything I think you should be getting out of these trainings. And I often find, and I know you guys can attest to this, that afterwards people are like, allowing us to ask questions and dig into it a little bit deeper and having you kind of go off topic a little bit and discuss a little bit further was the most educational part. Because really, we give an outline of what we want to cover, the case studies, and start discussing things, but there might be questions from our clients about how certain situations happen or what to do if it happened to them, or dig into that case study a little bit more. So I love that part. I think it's the best part of doing our seminars.
We don't pretend to know what you know, and so for us to assume everybody's got all that information or what we know as a basis or where we're coming from, it's very ignorant. So I like having conversations and working with people. I'm not big on the teaching where I teach at you. There's no joy in that.
Right. No.
And I think we have a very good back and forth, and even with the people that we're with, we interact, and then you get involved, and we walk away with some more knowledge too because they come with different information.
Yeah, and it allows us to build out our seminars more too. We noticed that people ask certain questions. We're like, hey, that's a good point. Maybe we should include some more information about that, and we'll include that for our next round. So our next home invasion seminar is this Thursday, happening at 11 a.m. So if you're interested in signing up for it, send us a message or go to our website. You'll find the links there to sign up. If you're already a member of the training center, you have access to the seminar, but you need to sign up ahead of time, pre-register. So make sure you do so. And then coming up next week, we have our highly violent events seminar. And the highly violent events, basically we were teaching home invasion. We were teaching active shooter seminars. We were teaching counterterrorism seminars. And we kind of took all of that information and put it into this seminar called Highly Violent Events. So it's going to cover mass stabbing, mass casualty, active shooter, terrorism, bombing, and put it into this tight package that we call Highly Violent Events. And it's going to be a great seminar. So if you haven't signed up for that yet either, please go to our website, check it out. If you're on our social media channels, you go to Facebook, there's actually a promo code there to get 50% off of the Highly Violent Events seminar, but that expires tonight. So if you're interested in attending that seminar, get to Facebook, get that promo code, and make sure you get signed up if you can by tonight, by midnight. Jeff says all of the seminars are recorded. Yeah, so you can watch them afterwards. So if you attended the seminar and you registered for the seminar after it's over, you're going to get an automated email afterwards saying, hey, the segment is now available for you to watch on demand. And you'll be able to log in afterwards, replay it, watch it. We also put handouts in these seminars too. So you get a copy of our case studies and things that you could print off or keep on your computer, and you can use it as a reference point in the future. So if you guys have questions on the seminars, put them in the comments or send us a message through our website. Be glad to answer any of those questions you guys have. Mike, Scott, you want to add anything about the seminars?
No, the seminars that you sign up and attend, those aren't available just for the public. Those are private login, if I'm correct, Jamie. And it's available for those who are there or signed up and or in the program. So it's not like what you're getting is not available, or we don't put it out.
Live stream it, right? Right.
And it's private. The room like we have now, that's a little different, but it's private. So when you join us for one of our seminars, you're not out in for the world to see. You can ask questions privately. You can ask questions among the group. The multiple levels of interaction we have allow you to really, there's no question stupid. Sometimes you feel silly asking them, and it's nice to be able to do that without saying, hey, I'm over here asking this question. You can direct it at any one of us. You can direct it at all of us behind the scenes.
Yeah, and that was great because people took advantage of that, Mike. People sent private messages over to us during the event that they didn't want us to publicly announce who they were, what the question was, but it allowed us to answer back via that private chat or talk about the topic live without kind of highlighting that person because they felt a little bit embarrassed. And by the way, we don't think there's any embarrassing question, but if you feel uncomfortable asking a question, it's a great way for you to keep it private just between us and make sure that we're able to get the answers you need. So I had a question this past week, guys, about flashlights and tactical pens. So that's what I want to kind of discuss a little bit right now. Let's start off with flashlights, Mike. Want to talk a little bit about purpose of carrying a flashlight, how important it is, because I know that
You need a light source. If you're going to engage, or if there's a threat, you need light. In a low light situation, you got to be able to light it up, right? So,
right.
Every day, and even right now, I got a flashlight in my pocket. I hate not having a flashlight when I need to light something up. If I'm looking for something, or if I have to, use it in pretty solid light. This is one of the ones that's just a Phoenix P35. It takes lithium batteries. There you go, nice and bright. I can use it if I don't have a weapon light.
Yeah.
But it's not my go-to if I'm picking a light for when I'm shooting.
Right.
I like the Surefire. The reason why I don't like the Phoenix as much, at least this model, is that the end cap is recessed a little bit, so it's harder to activate it as we do in our training. We show you how to activate it one hand. It's a little harder to do that, and it's not as natural in the hand as the Surefire is.
Right.
But they're bright lights. There you go. There's a Surefire I was talking about. You get them anywhere. On Amazon. You get them in a lot of the gun shops or the food supply stores. They're not that expensive either. I think that's almost 100, and I think the Phoenix goes about 85. And I got it when I picked mine up. I was on sale. I was spending like $20 on it. So they're out there, and then if you're going to go with the Surefire, because the button isn't recessed, you're going to want to have a little the holster for it to keep it from turning on constantly.
Yeah. And there's a holster, goes on a belt, right? Yep. What about for women? I'm not familiar with the Surefire. Can that be put inside of a pocketbook and not kick on all the time, or is the button?
You can spin the tail cap on that a little bit, so it won't turn on all the time.
But then you'd have to tighten it before you turn it on.
That's the downside to it.
Okay.
You could probably set it up in your purse with that holster some fashion.
Right.
Where you go to draw it, it's handy.
So Katie's asking the difference between LED and non-LED. Want to explain that just a little bit?
I like LED. They're just much brighter.
Yeah.
More crisp. The light's crisp, more crystal clear than the
you're right. Scott, it was a good point. It's more vivid.
Yeah.
And what you're looking at is either way you go, you're looking at your lumens. And you're going to find that some of these lights that they don't necessarily have a high lumen on them. If you look at the weapon lights, the Valkyrie OLED, the O-lights versus some of the maybe a Surefire,
right?
You will find the O-light is a little lower lumen, but it's a crisp, clean their light. So right. I have a couple of the O-lights and I like them. They're great lights. They put out wonderful, some very focused light, and they work just as well, in my opinion.
Well, the Surefire is rated at 800 lumens, and this is rated at 1,000 lumens. Can you tell the difference, Mike, when you have them side by side? Have you ever checked?
I don't think I've ever actually put them side by side.
Okay.
But I was not upset with the Surefire's performance at all. Okay. And I don't think I really noticed a big difference. Really, the only reason I bought another light was because of the way the tail cap's set up on the Surefire.
Got it.
So it's easier. It feels more natural in the hand when you're holding on to your weapon and you're engaging your light.
Right. Got it. Yeah, I know there's a couple of items that I've gone over throughout the years. This is something that I carry a lot. It's a light that actually goes on your wrist, right? And I actually got this idea through Mike, right? Yep. My wife ended up buying me this because she saw Mike's and I liked it. Mike has a rechargeable one that he carried on his wrist. This here is not rechargeable. It takes the CR123 battery, but it's got 3 settings here. You've got bright and dimmer. And this is great. I carry this on my wrist a lot, especially when, back when we used to be able to go to the movie theaters and to places in the evening time, and I might need a light source. This was always on my wrist, so I frequently have this on. The other thing I like, and remarkably, this was very inexpensive. Bought this a couple years ago for one of our first camps up here in Maine. Michael, this is like $15, $17 or something like that. Yeah,
it is a great light.
It's got
a headlamp. It's got multiple. It's got a sensor where you can set it that if you wave your hand in front of it, it'll turn on and off. It's got a bright light. It's got multiple levels of bright light. It's a great little light.
It's rechargeable.
Yep.
Now I've got I take my dogs out with this every night, several times throughout the night, and I have this constantly. So this is about 2 years old and gone through a lot of use, and it's still kicking pretty good. I know, Mike, you said you've got a like $120 one, right?
I've got a Surefire headlamp. I picked it up years ago. I think I paid 120 something bucks for it.
Right.
It's not as functional as that.
Yeah.
It has a red light because it's got a lens that clicks on over
Right.
the light source. It's a very simple light, and that's what I really liked about it.
Yeah.
But it's also, you have to put the CR123s in. That light I throw on the charger in the truck. I forget about it, and I go back, it's charged, I hang it on the rearview mirror again.
Yeah, it's ready for you to use.
If I destroy that light, it's $16 or whatever it was.
Right. Yep.
You know, my Surefire, I cringe if I'm going to drop it. I cringe because I just don't want to buy another one. I don't know.
And this I've had in the snow and in the rain. So
Right.
and I haven't had any issues with it. This here, the one that you wear on the wrist, that takes a CR123. I will say that I'm often changing these batteries, in different elements of climate, wearing it. It's in a car, it's cold outside, and the battery starts to wear down rather quickly. Wish this was rechargeable. So something to consider if you're looking at purchasing a light source, maybe looking into a rechargeable unit that you can easily keep inside your vehicle. Or
with the wrist light, though, the model, you go from the battery going to the battery and versus rechargeable.
Yeah,
it's a dramatic price increase.
Yes,
I don't have the wrist light that's rechargeable because somebody bought it, didn't like it, returned it because they wanted the watch on it, and it was in the case used, and I just happened to walk in that day.
Got it. Hey, Adam, how are you? Adam's saying hello to us.
Hey, Adam.
Thanks for saying hello and joining us online. Guys, if you have any comments for us, questions for us on these light sources that we're discussing, we can also provide you with some links on Amazon and what to look for. I have, I'll put this back up on the screen so you can see, feel free to type them in the comments on whatever social media channel you're watching from. We have people on our YouTube channel. We have 3 Facebook pages. So if you're on any one of those 3, you may not be able to see other people's comments, but feel free to ask us any questions you have about these light sources. Let me kick this back up on the screen. So if anyone's interested in this Phoenix, because that seems like a home run, Mike, for people. It's rechargeable, 1,000 lumens, and it's something. Yeah.
And I got a couple of these. I've got a smaller model, and that sits at the back door when we take the dogs out at night. Somebody just grabs it and they go.
There you go. Excellent. So the other question we had, guys, was tactical pens and self-defense with them and use and carry of them. So, Mike, why don't you talk a little bit about tactical pen? Number one, yes. The question was, can we train someone how to use a tactical pen? And yeah, we do. We talk about it. We discuss it in some of our seminars, how to hold a pen to defend yourself and so forth. But the key, Mike, and why don't you talk a little bit about the tactical pen, is that if you're carrying a tactical pen, what's the pros and cons of that?
Well, I mean, if you buy a tactical pen, they're obvious what they are. I mean,
right.
they're all metal. No, that's not the tactical pen.
Yeah. I may give it a surprise. There we go.
You look at some of these, and you look at the one in the second row in the middle, and that it's got a glass break on the back. It's all metal. It's obvious what you have that for.
Right.
And I think most of you are trying to be a little bit more discreet. But you know what? Hey, that's great. It's got grip on it. You can hold on to it even if your hands are sweaty.
Yeah.
And the downside is, though, at a glance, I think all 3 of us and everybody watching probably goes, "Yeah, that's kind of obvious."
Yeah.
So I mean, if you get like a steel shaft pen with maybe a little grip on it, I think Jamie had a couple there. He was looking at to show us.
Yeah. Let me give me that up.
Something like these. I mean, it's not as obvious. Like the top left there, it looks like it's steel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stainless steel retractable pen. It's got a rubber grip on it.
It's nothing special, and it doesn't have the weight of the other pen, because sometimes it's nice to have that weight in the hand for somebody. But I don't know. What do you think, Scott?
Yeah, especially if you're gonna smash a window or whatever, you want that weight. You don't want that pen that's gonna bend or break, or so you want them. I would definitely go with that one if I was gonna get one.
Yeah,
nice
but
and heavy.
Now I'm going to have to tell you, at one of our camps, I had one of those. I was fooling around with the dead cars we had up there, trying to smash out the window, and I was hammering away. That did not break any window.
Right.
And I mean, I thought I was going to just put my hand through it before I actually used the glass break to have that to pop it.
Yeah.
It did not. My hand was bouncing off, so it wasn't that impressive.
Yeah, here's the other thing. If you're going into an amusement park or you're going through some type of security checkpoint and a security guard checks your bag or your pockets and they find this, it's getting confiscated. You're not going to be able to walk in any place with it, right? Whereas if you have just a steel shaft pen here, that can be placed in the pocketbook. It doesn't look as threatening, but it still serves a function if you need to use it to defend yourself. So keep that in mind as well. If you're looking at purchasing something to carry, place inside your vehicle, place inside your pocketbooks, that you could have on you and not be any concern about going through a security checkpoint or someone questioning why you're carrying something like that. This would
You're going to want to learn how to. You can't just buy it and expect it to be effective if you're
Right.
never going to learn how to strike with it. So
Well,
you need to learn how to strike with it. You need how to hold it, strike with it, and you're probably going to destroy one of these pens, at least in training. So plan on destroying one of these pens, and you might need more than one because of the.
Well, this right here is a 12 count, and it's only $18.93, right? And what I would suggest doing if you decide you're going to order this, you want to see what it feels like to hold and penetrate something, is get some oranges or a grapefruit and try taking the pen. Make sure your hand's not holding onto the grapefruit as you're stabbing, right? Because you don't want to slip and go into your own hand. So you got to be safe when you're doing this. But try to get the grapefruit or the orange mounted on something in front of you where it's not going to shift too much, and practice trying to get that pen to penetrate what it feels like inside your hand when you're trying to use the pen in a self-defense motion. Your other option too is rather than holding it like a regular pen where you're grabbing it, like this and holding onto it, you could put your thumb on the back end and use that as well to try to penetrate and hit. So I would try both ways so you know what it actually feels like in your hands and what the penetration actually is when you impact an object like that. Anything you guys want to add on the tactical pens?
No, I just think with everything you bring to the fight, it can be used against you. So just be careful. Know what you're bringing into that fight and train with it.
Right.
And if you're not willing to, if you're going to carry it and pull it out to use it, make sure you know how to use it and that you're truly in a situation where it's appropriate and that you are willing to go all the way. If you start and then all of a sudden you decide, oh, this isn't okay.
Yeah.
Great, you reassess, but there comes a point where there's no turning back, when you're in the middle of that fight.
Right. Absolutely. That brings up a good point with all of our students or college students going away or soon to go away that are doing our self-defense course, and something that they could carry on their body and on their person if, God forbid, something happens to them in a dorm room or when they are away at school, right? This is something a little bit more accessible and something they can carry on themselves to be able to defend themselves. But we'll cover that a little bit more in our self-defense course for our college prep. If you have any friends or any students in high school that are going to be going away to college or maybe could use our course, send them our way. Let them know that we have a college prep course running online. You could do 1 month, you could do 2 months, you could do 3 months. It's up to you. But it gives you access to our live online classes. It also gives you access to a 1-hour lecture that we discuss about campus safety and how to protect yourself. So if you know anyone that might fit that bill and need that information, send them our way because it is life-changing information. It really helps build up that student's confidence and as they go away to attend school somewhere. Guys, if you're on our social media channels, feel free to say hello. If you have any questions for us, type them in the comments box on whatever channel that you're watching us on, and we'll try to address those questions as we're going through our segment today. Should we bring up our tactical item? Kind of teased it a little bit already, but let me bring it up here. This one is compliments of Scott. And here we go.
Accessories to turn your gun into a short barrel rifle and get in trouble with the ATF.
Mhm.
So tell people exactly what that means, getting in trouble with the ATF. Why would they get in trouble with that weapon?
Well,
with the ATF?
now you add a fixed stock to a handgun. Now you're turning into a short barrel rifle, if I'm correct, and you have a front grip on it, a front, so without a tax stamp, that's illegal.
Right.
And I think actually,
Take that on the range.
closely, it's got a giggle switch on the back, so that's definitely not in this country.
Good
If
point.
you don't know what a giggle switch is, it's a switch to go full auto.
Yep.
Because there's the model of the Glock or even components you could put in there to make it a machine pistol. They're not readily available in the U.S. Overseas, you would see it more often, but you can with it being full auto, it's a handgun. This turns it into something you can just rip away with machine gun, auto fire, and control the weapon.
I will say though that with only that amount of rounds of in that magazine, that's going to go rather quick. It's going to be half a second and it's gone.
Probably a 15-round magazine too.
Yeah. Susan, how are you? Thanks for saying hello. Glad you were able to join us tonight. We were already discussing about the tactical pens, flashlights, and so forth, guys. So if you're joining us a little bit late for this live stream, go back to the beginning afterwards and watch the replay so you can see the information we discussed on tactical pens, flashlights, and some different options for you guys to purchase and carry. Let me pull this off the screen. And Mike, you want to tell them the good news about what we were discussing for October?
It sounds like what we're going to try and do, at least at this point, is do a dual camp, one back to back. So we're going to have a camp, then we'll have a half a day or a day, maybe a day of rest, and then run right in another 4.5 day camp.
So you can do both, right? Back to back.
One, the other, or both.
Yep.
And we're going to create the syllabus or the itinerary to build off of the first week.
Great.
So you can do one. You can do the first week and then be done with it, or you can build off of that and do some other stuff more advanced as the time goes on.
Right. So it's going to be a fantastic time. We're finalizing the details now. So look forward to an announcement on a 2-camp event happening in October. The first camp is starting, I believe. Let me make sure I've got this right before I say it. October 14th. And that will run October 14th through the 18th. Second camp will run 18th through the 22nd. So if you want to pencil those inside of your calendar, you're looking to train with us for that full amount of time. That's going to be an option for you. We're trying to make up for people from our May camp that weren't able to attend. We also had a camp planned for the end of June, early July that we had to postpone. There might be an opportunity for us to still squeeze something in around July 4th holiday. But stay tuned. We're not sure on that yet. We're hoping we could squeeze something in there. But no matter what, it looks like we're going to be doing 2 camps back to back in October. So I hope you guys can make it. If you've already signed up for the camp and you'd like to extend on to that second camp, send me an email, let me know, and we'll go over the options for the extension on that second camp. But I'm pretty excited about it. I know we're going to be mixing in some rifle, right?
I can't wait.
I think so.
And obviously a lot of handgun, and the syllabus we already had planned for May was pretty outstanding. So being able to mold this into basically just over a week of training, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be outstanding. If you guys have...
I think too, with all this crap that's going on around and you can't do anything, I think this is going to be like the opening. I think it's going to be so happy just to go out and do stuff. You know,
absolutely.
Together with certain people, and I think that's going to be awesome.
Here's something to bring up, guys, is that if you do come up with the October camp, and let's say things are still aren't going perfectly with COVID-19, and there's still some issues of social distancing and so forth, it's easy for us to do. In October, the whole camp could be run outdoors, and we're on the range anyway. So there's
run outdoors. The only time you're indoors is when you're eating, and we don't even have
eating and sleeping.
Right.
Eat and sleep inside.
And if we're going to eat and we have to do social distancing, there's plenty of room to do that inside the birches, because really it's only us there. We take over the birches for these camps, or we can eat outside by the fire pit. So there's options, guys. So if you're concerned about, coming up and what the options are going to be to still be able to get the training in, but still have social distancing, not a problem. We've got it covered, and no better place to be to get some social distancing and get some rest and relaxation and outstanding training. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
We just if John can deliver the meals to the range, that'd be cool.
There we go. Hey, Paul, let's have Paul bring a grill out. Paul, our chef, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, outstanding. And just
now I'm hungry.
I'd be okay with that.
A little haddock.
Oh, stop it.
That's coming soon. It's coming soon, guys. So if you guys have any questions for us, we're going to be signing off in just another couple of minutes here. Feel free to put them in the comments box. If you prefer to keep it private, go to our website, and you can start a chat with us by hitting the chat dialogue in the bottom right-hand corner, or send any of us an email or a message through any of our social media channels. Tonight's episode, we discussed tactical pens, flashlights, everyday carry flashlights, pros and cons, of those different options. We went over our Tata Cool option, discussed our seminars that are up and coming this Thursday, 11 a.m., our home invasion seminar. And then the following week, we have our highly violent events seminar happening, and you can register for all those through our website. And if you're already a member, you've already gotten emails, make sure you jump onto the new video platform, get registered to be able to attend those seminars. A lot of great information that you guys are going to want to make sure that you have and make sure that you know, so that if you are stuck in public somewhere and the unthinkable happens, how do you respond? What do you do? Let us teach you. Let us give you that information and build your confidence. I got to bring this up, guys. It's been on my mind with the social distancing and people eating outdoors. We're getting people into confined spaces again, right? So if there was an opportunity for someone to look for a place to do a terrorism event, an active shooter event, the way that we're kind of moving things toward right now with limited capacities inside restaurants, putting people outside in a certain area is going to allow some, sad to say, some opportunities for some bad people to do some bad things. So
now they know exactly where their targets will be.
Yeah.
The target will be on the sidewalk, usually accessible with a motor vehicle.
Yep.
We did this before. So we can put our head on a swivel and paying attention. I'm not saying we have to live on red alert at all times, but something to think about.
Right. No, absolutely. So be aware, and where you're seated. If you find a place that just doesn't feel safe to you, of eating outside with your family, maybe you should just go home and make something at home. Or if something's making you feel uneasy about anything, maybe not where it is on the sidewalk, but just about the environment or the people that are there, just leave. Right. Be safe. Make a smart decision. And
we've been enjoying the ordering out and picking up food and bringing it home.
Yeah.
I'm still supporting the businesses, like everybody. A lot of people want to support our communities.
Right.
We want to support the businesses and see them, be able to survive what's going on.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with ordering to go, or having it delivered.
Absolutely. So take advantage of those opportunities. Lastly, I want to mention to everyone, don't forget about our online courses and our live interactive classes. If you're watching this stream, you've been thinking about joining in the training centers and getting out to train with us up in Maine or in Connecticut, and you just haven't done it yet, now is the perfect opportunity. You can register online for our online starter course. It will give you access to our course. It will teach you basic stance, some movement, some striking, and build your foundational skills to join us online on a regular basis. So every week we're running at least 3 online classes that you could jump into. They're interactive, and the classes are private, meaning that you can see me, but I can't see you. So you can be in any part of your room wearing whatever that you would like to work out in, whether you're fully deciding where your workout clothes, or if you decide that you're going to work out in jeans and a sweatshirt, whatever is fine for us. But at least you're working out and you're learning some valuable information. We're working not only combative drills, we're talking about self-defense. This past week on Saturday, I talked about adrenaline dumps, telegraphing, the onset of a fight, how to tell if someone's going to become more hostile and they're going to be aggressive, and this is going to turn physical, and how to know those tells. I covered how to defend against haymaker punches and how to see the telegraphs of someone about to strike you and hit you, how to mask those same telegraphs yourself. So these are all important classes, and you guys can have access to them and be able to have access to me at least 3 times a week for those classes. And if you can't make the regular class times, you get the on-demand access to the library to be able to watch the class afterwards. So you can work out later in the evening, middle of the night, 2 days later. You have full access as a member of of our online community to be able to watch the replays and watch them anytime. And there's also a lot of stuff we're building into our online library that you'll be able to have access to as well and watch at your leisure. So if you're thinking about training with us, or you have trained with us in the past and you're getting a little stir crazy, you want to get back to getting physical again and working out, send us a message through our social media channels or jump on our website. Go to t4survival.com/online, and you'll find the information there on the online starter course and on the regular membership as well. Anything you guys want to add?
Jamie, you're encouraging members that if they have a family member that wants to work out with them in the same house.
Yeah. So the membership includes everyone in their household.
So, it wouldn't be a bad idea maybe for somebody to, think about picking up a kicking shield or something off Amazon.
Yeah.
At least they can hold each other. And
yeah, absolutely. So if you guys are looking for information on kicking shields, tombstones, any equipment that you need, send me a message as well. I can get you that information. But I do have a lot of people that are online that have their kids, their wife, their husband are joining in the workout as well and learning valuable information. So take advantage of that, guys, and jump online with us and join us. And we'd love to see you online. The attendance has been outstanding and the feedback's been overwhelmingly supportive and
Jamie,
really good feedback. Yes.
my mom just called. She says I look like Grizzly Adams.
Hi, Mom.
Everybody says
Happy Mother's Day.
She's telling me I need to trim it. I think it looks fine, and it needs to stay the way it is.
I think it looks good, but Mom trumps us. So
Well, it is fun today. I'll trim it a little bit. Okay.
there you go.
I'm not shaving it off.
What do you think, guys? Should Mike trim his beard? You
I
can put
know.
him on the comments. I think Mike should keep
All
the
right,
beard.
I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Keep it.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'm going to be growing mine out a little bit, and Scott's working on it. So
I'm working. This is a week right here.
right there,
That's
see
a
that
week.
little spot right there?
Can you,
Yeah.
yeah, let me get closer. You can't really see it.
Yeah,
But for everybody
Maybe
who,
you should get some mascara and darken it.
everyone made fun of me last week for I got to step my game up. I'm trying.
I know you're trying.
I'm trying my best.
You know, people paint in their eyebrows. Maybe you could paint in, your beard.
You know, it's cool. My beard goes down to a point, though. It's pretty cool.
That is
A little
cool.
goatee.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, Lee says keep it. It's beautiful. See?
It's not beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it.
It's
See?
beautiful. Well, guys, thanks for joining us tonight for T4 Survival Live. If there's any special topics you'd like us to cover in these segments or a seminar you would like us to put on the schedule, we're working on our schedule for next month already. Please put them in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put them in the comments. We watch that. We'll reply back to you. Send us a message through our social media channels or go to our website, start a chat, fill a contact us form. There's many ways for you guys to reach out to us. We'd love to hear what you'd like us to discuss. What is on your mind? What are things that are going on in the news and in the community that you'd like us to discuss? And we'll make it a segment. We love that.
Yeah, make it something you're interested in. You may not be the only person that's curious about a topic. And
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be an hour-long seminar. We can get on with a bunch of people that wants to go over a certain topic or discuss a certain situation.
Right.
We can do half an hour with everybody. You gotta let us know what you're interested in or what's on your mind.
Yeah, we had some messages come through this past week about a little bit more firearm training, and we can accomplish some of that online, right? And just going over some things with the firearm. So please send us a message. Let us know what you want, what you need. We'll get it taken care of. Right, guys?
Yep.
We appreciate your ideas, too. I mean, that helps us because sometimes we're kind of like, well, what do you want to talk about? We look at what you guys talk about, and it helps us out. So
Yeah. I mean, we talk about COVID-19? We touch upon it a little bit, but we sometimes get off the subject to try to be a little bit more, on the topic of what we discuss normally and get your mind off of it a little bit. But you guys want to dig in a little bit on COVID and stuff you're seeing on the news? Let's dig into it a little bit. I know we've been bantering back and forth this past week about officer-involved shootings and whether or not there's an uptick in things that are going on in communities. Maybe you live in a community where you've had a lot of crime or break-ins or things have been going on and you want to bring it to our attention, let us know. We would love to discuss that. We'd love to bring it into the live format or into one of our seminars.
We're out west. The guy's charging an officer with a sword.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
It is. So, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Remember, T4 Survival stands for Training for Survival. We train you to survive the fight of your life. Anything you guys want to add before we sign off for the night?
happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. God bless. I hope everyone had a blessed day. I wish you all the best, and we'll look forward to seeing you for our live online class tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. If you are not a part of the membership, go to our website, check it out, or sign up for some of the seminars we have up and coming. On behalf of all the guys, I wish you a great night, everyone, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys soon. Don't forget, next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone.
Good night.
Have a good one.